Hit us up on Google+. We're everywhere. Don't forget to email us at gameshowchat@gmail.com. Looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Today, throughout time, when you went from cartridges, everything was fine. And then all of a sudden, we've upgraded to discs, and now we've got to deal with these ridiculous load times, or even now there are install times. Why is that? Game on. Simon says?
Well, I would say nowadays because it's mostly because of the sizes of the games now. Because now they're saying that most of the games now are like 50 gigs, maybe to 100 gigs, which is going to take up a lot of space. And then it's going to you have your installs and potentially patch updates, which is my opinion. Just like, why don't you just wait till you have an actual full update instead of just, we're just going to drop it while you like install the game. It's like, okay, now I'll wait another 12 minutes. There goes my life.
Well, 12 minutes? What kind of internet connection you have?
No, it's not an internet connection. Hey, man, I know.
You get the 56K
Philip waiting like 2 days.
Yeah.
His was on like, it said like, 2 daes.
It's like 56K.
He's still on that 56K dial-up.
Yeah.
Got the AOL connector. He's got a connection attempt 3 out of 5. But no, I think the whole problem I've always seen is, and you know me, I'm patient, but when I buy a game, I spend $60 or more, depending on if you get a collector's edition. I really want to play the game right then and there. Like, as soon as I get home, I don't want to see, the install is going to be about 45 minutes, like Grand Theft Auto 5.
That was a lot.
That was literally sit there. You know what? I think I got a movie I can watch real quick. And just put a movie in on the PS3 and then switch channels. But it's I get what they're doing. They want the games to be a nice smooth playing experience. And even day one patches I get, because like, look, you got your online architecture, and maybe if it's online multiplayer, you have to build all those to the day, and then once it's launched, you have to have your patch that covers everything, all the online functionality. But I really wish that they would, knowing that they have to do that, let you get the patch or maybe an update or whatever it is, the day one updates, maybe even like a couple days before.
Right.
That way you already download, because for what was it, Arkham City was like a 3 or 4 gig patch.
Yeah.
I'm like,
quick.
Well, hold on. So it's about a 40 gig install for the game,
plus a
3 gig patch. All before you actually get to hit start. And everybody's like, you can play as it loads. I don't want to play as it loads. I want the game to run smoothly, not, you got a little bit too far, you got to wait. I don't want
Well, then you got another problem too, because then, like, say for instance, you're doing that Call of Duty, you install the whole thing plus the patch. There's no guarantees that you're going to get, like, no bugs in it off bat, because you are going to get bugs in it. Yeah. Then you got to wait for the next update to come out. That's going to take maybe like another 3 gigs. It's like another 12 minutes or 15. I can't do it. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Because like, or you had those little phantom, like, it's going to take like 12 minutes or 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then it resets, it says, 50 minutes.
Oh, the jumping estimate?
You get those, you be like, why?
It's like.
But what is worse? Because if we go back to where we had the PlayStation, and how when you hear that great sound, and then you get the Sony symbol, and then all you just hear is music, and then the game doesn't come on. So we've obviously come far, but then it seems like we're still taking steps back, because why, as you said, why do I have to wait this long? There's a picture out, or someplace, of what was it, 2 gigabytes? Used to look like, and how much it took, and it
that was a 5 meg. That was I think that was like a 5. No, that wasn't anything substantial. I think it was like either a 5. Yeah, that was a 5 megabit drive.
And it was
colossal.
It was like it was as big as a car.
Right.
So we'll put the picture of that someplace. Yeah. So then, just to look from how far we've came, you would think in this day and age, for the price that we're paying, like, why am I waiting on this? Like, it should be able to install faster. And then another thing I don't get is that if you know that you're going to be hitting us with 1, 2, 3 gig increments of, updating and patch fixing, there's only so many gigabytes the system itself can hold.
Keep in mind, we don't have 500 gig, hard drive.
Or a terabyte, depending on the system and how you got it.
Well, hey, they just now released a terabyte. Sony, that was kind of late for you to release that. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
I'll give them props though, because I mean, again, they right off the bat, just like they did with the PS3, not breaking your warranty. Here's how you open the system up. Go ahead, buy yourself a drive off the shelf, and then plug it in and keep it going.
Yeah,
I like that. Microsoft still hasn't got to that point yet, but as in their defense, they let you plug in an external and you can keep it pushing that way. Yeah. But I think the problem in that regard, it's always going to be, okay, how are they going to make it where it's faster, you get a better delivery, but at the same time you get more quality, better games, better graphics, better experience. It's always going to be that balance, and I get that. But the problem I have, especially when you look at it, it's like, okay, for example, Mortal Kombat 9 on the PS3 and also on the Xbox 360. When you put that game in, it took up about, I don't know, let's say 10, maybe 9 gigs of space, approximately. But as it started getting patches, as it started getting more downloadable characters and this and that space that it took up started growing. So it's just like, hold on. Why is Mortal Kombat suddenly taking up 30 gigs of space versus the original 10? And it's, it's because of all these patches and all the other little updates that they add to it. And I get that. But if they're going to, bring these systems out, and especially if the next generation, they want to go more download only, no physical disc or whatever, they're going to have to put 5 terabyte, 6 terabyte drives in there.
Plus, you actually got to think about, too, the actual wireless capabilities. The antenna in there is pretty weak.
Yeah. So, the PS4 is actually pretty decent, in my opinion.
Well, it depends on the basement that you're in, because my basement, I can't even get a signal out there. So, but like I said, you have to have at least
that boy by the window, man.
Yeah, really.
That line of sight.
Reach that antenna. Which one? Oh, there's the signal. Okay, I got it now.
That's how Jeff Goldblum had to do that triangulation in Independence Day. Independence Day. You just got.
We had to go that way. If we had to go that far, then there's something definitely wrong with the.
Jeff Goldblum had an Apple that could hook up to an alien computer with no problem.
That's what we got to have making these systems. It'd be download time would be like that. That man downloaded a
virus,
well, I don't even want to say American, but downloaded a human virus into an alien hardware, and in fact, which I would assume infection would be all it probably would do, but he was ready.
You know what? Radio Shack probably would not be in the troubled area if they would have got an endorsement deal out of that, because he had to go to Radio Shack to get all them connections.
Most definitely. So, what, if anything, would you change? Like now. Do you feel that the graphics are on par with what we're waiting on? The 40, 50-minute clips. Do you think that is it worth it so far? Because he mentioned Batman. Game looks great, but to have to wait, 50 minutes to get into it after spending your money.
I say yeah, it's worth it, but it is a pain. But like he did, basically just like, I just put in a movie, watch it.
Yeah.
But still though, you want to play the game as soon as you open it up. It's like that's basically what you spend that money for, so to open the game up and play it, rather than just wait, 45, maybe like 50 minutes for the game to install, and then another additional like maybe 2-3 minutes for a patch to install. I can't really say what they might do to fix that, but who knows? They might think of something, but until then, basically we're just gonna have to bite the bullet and just like constantly like install. Hopefully we won't run out of space, but who knows? But
all right. Lastly,
I'm pretty much the same thing what Simon says. Has just said. I mean, it's really, hopefully that they can do something, improve it, make it a little bit better than what it is now. Because the experience now is just, it's kind of hurry up and wait, and it's like you get the game, you're ready to go. Nope, look at this pretty loading screen. Now, if they would go back, now this is what I liked about the original Ridge Racer. Mm-hmm. Even though it was like kind of a secret for the game, they let you play a little bit of Galaga or Galaxian or whatever it was as you were, waiting for the game to boot up. And I thought that was actually kind of cool. So bring some of that back. I think that'd be kind of cool.
So let us know what you think at home. How do you feel about spending your hard-earned money, whether it's a collectible or just dropping the $60 and having to go home and wait an hour to play something that you might have dedicated that time for? If you are loving what you're seeing, which you gotta be when we got GQ on the set, click someplace over here, anywhere. We got my man Simon Says. Please continue to subscribe, to tweet, to hashtag Culture Junkies, to Facebook like, share with all your friends. I'm Megashaun. Again, GQ, Simon Says, game over. If you're loving what you're seeing, which you've got to be, please continue to subscribe to everything. We got movies with Megashaun. We got the top 5 this week so far, and everything. Culture Junkies and Game. Continue to subscribe and like, or I'll kill you.
It's official. You suck.